Thanks, Brandy. I'm glad you got me recording. I forgot.
I was getting to warn you. Hey, Kayla, I'm going to record you. Sorry, we want to keep these for later so everybody has access. So thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, no, I recorded the last one and just blanked out on this one. It's fine. It's, you know.
It's literally my only job today. Thank you. You guys are doing all the hard work.
I'm going to make sure I send you my invoice when we're done.
Yeah, sure. Get right on that. Bye.
Somehow I feel like she's not going to pay me extra for this. So.
Hold on. If you're doing it for that, make sure you, yeah.
No, I'm not. I need the PD credit. Don't worry.
All right, my bad. Bye.
Okay, bye. So the first thing you're going to do with Screencastify is to go to their website, screencastify.com. I'm going to share that screen instead. And there should be, see on mine, it says already installed. Like I've already used Screencastify. It's already in there. And it will make it a Google extension for you. So when I find something that I'm ready to record, I want to video to give my students instructions, I have the Screencastify video recorder up here on my toolbar. And so I click on it, and it immediately brings a little pop-up, or it's thinking about it. And so you have the option. Do you want to just see your face? Do you want them to see what's happening on your computer? Do you want them to see just this particular tab? So I'm going to click tab because I've got 10,000 tabs open. You always want your microphone to be on, so you have those instructions. And then whether you embed the webcam or not is up to you. If you choose it, it's going to have you down in the corner, like a mini webcam feed of your face. I typically didn't do that. They didn't need to see my face to be able to see what was on my screen and get the instructions. During the last 2 weeks of NTI, when I was getting real bored, I embedded the webcam and was wearing different hats and glasses and goofy outfits. And because I was bored out of my mind, I was sure they were too, and I was trying to get to the end. So if you want to do something goofy, you can embed the webcam. I typically don't, especially with in class. They already, my face is already here. They just need to hear the instructions. Them seeing my face isn't going to be any kind of beneficial. So then all they have to do is press record, if you press it correctly. It'll give you a countdown, time to fix your hair, you know, clear your voice, whatever you need to do. And then they are seeing everything that you do on your screen is recording. So me scrolling down, that's being recorded. My voice being recorded. If I click on something or if I go to a different website, all recorded in this one tab. Everything that happens here is being recorded. You've got your toolbar down here. So you can decide midway through, okay, I do want my webcam there. I look a hot mess. I've been working in my classroom. And then you have your face down there. You've got an eraser tool. So if you decide to draw something, so I can take a pen and say, okay, here's the part that you need to click on. And that's all going to record in the video. When you're done, you're going to hit pause recording. Maybe. There we go. And then if I want to change to something else, and like open up a new tab and continue, you can. Otherwise, if you're done, click the stop button, and it's going to then show you, okay, here's your video. I have it on mute right now. Okay, it's 55 seconds of me recording. Cool. Here's the, see, the whole thing is, I'm scrolling, so the video's scrolling. This is the video. I have it muted, so you're not hearing my voice twice. But it's going to work just like, so you can see everything I'm doing down there in the corner is happening in the video. I'm going to pause this because here's the next thing I found. When you go to share it, see, here's all your share options. Oops, being paused. Here are all of your share options. Oops, am I on the wrong? There we go. Okay, so here's my video. I was on the wrong tab. I tell you. So in the video, you can see me scrolling like I did when I was recording. When I first did this, I did share to Google Classroom, but then it turns out that whatever program was being used to play the Screencastify videos wasn't necessarily compatible with the devices that all of my students had access on. So just sharing it didn't really work out so well. So what I ended up doing instead was I clicked View on Drive, and I'm sure there's 10,000 ways to do this, but this is the way that worked and did for me. I would go to View on Drive. Keep having to switch which tabs I'm sharing. Okay, so it's processing the video. That's fine. It'll take forever. If you sit and wait to process the video, it's going to take forever. So instead, I would click Download. Okay, and it's showing me that it's downloading in there. I'm in my classroom, so my internet is not great. At home, this would work quite a bit faster, but you know, we do what we do. We're going to give it a second to do that. While that's downloading, I'm going to go into YouTube. Okay. And with our school accounts, everyone has a, there we go, it's downloaded. Everyone has a Google, or not a Google, a YouTube account. You do, you have a channel just through the Hardin County Schools email. So what I would do to upload it for my kids, and then here's the nice thing is you don't have to have a specific program to listen to YouTube, to watch a YouTube video. You can do it on whatever device you have because it's just internet streaming. So this kind of alleviated the problem of having to have a specific program to play the videos. If I uploaded it as a YouTube video, everyone could access that. So I click on, I'm going to go to my channel, which is, hey, look, all kinds of instructions. I'm going to go to videos. I'm going to go over here to create a video or post up in the top right. I don't double click. And then I'm going to click upload video. It's already have video. It's already done. And now we wait for YouTube to do its thing. Down there's all of my different Screencastify videos for when we were on NTI. Upload video. We're getting there. My Chromebook hasn't had this much of a workout in several weeks. So then I'm going to select the files that I want. Here's the one that I just recorded. So I'm clicking on that video. It's already saved. If you go to downloads, it sorts it by, I have mine sorted by the date modified. So it's going to show me my most recent one first. We're going to open that video. Then you can change it. So we're going to say okay. The rest of this is optional things that you can put on there. I never uploaded the thumbnail. For playlists, I made, here's my NTI Day Videos playlist. So you can put it in a specific playlist. So if my kids clicked on that playlist, they would see all of those instructions from this one time. I always clicked yes, it's made for kids, because what it does is changes the type of advertising that's used on YouTube. So we're going to hit next. You can add all kinds of other crazy advanced things. Don't need to. I never used any of those. Things went on just fine in my life. I always made it unlisted is the trick, because anyone with the video link can watch your video. So it's not public. They have to have the link. So by posting the link to Google Classroom, now all your students have access to the link, but not everyone can have it. You can schedule it just like in Google Classroom to happen at a future date. And then when you're ready with all that, you can save. So now it gives you the link right here. So from here, once I'm done, I would click this to copy it. Now it's copied to my clipboard. I can then paste it into Google Classroom, into whatever it is that I need for where my students can access that link. And then rinse and repeat for as many things as you would do. So on, go back to this. On NTI days, I made a different Screencastify video for every assignment that I put on Google Classroom. So any assignment that posted would have the assignment, whatever instructions or materials were needed, whatever rubric was needed, and then a Screencastify video for all of that to kind of pull it together and give them instructions. In the classroom, it's more of, I find myself using it more often when my students are completing a project, especially a multi-step or multi-day project, where I can, at home the night before, the day before, the week before, depending upon the morning of, depending upon how advanced you want to plan, you can set up those instructions and go through, here's how to do it, here's what the first step is, and then when you're done with that, you're going to do this other thing, here's the second step, here's where you go to locate that information, if you need help, here's a place where you can put this thing, and stuff like that, so that your students can refer back to it. In terms of classroom, this isn't going to replace you standing in the front of the room giving the instructions. You're still going to do that. You're still going to want to do that. But this gives them a way to go back and look at it the next day, if they're absent, 5 minutes later if they weren't listening to you, and keeps you from having to repeat yourself. And once if you get real, I don't want to say the word lazy, one of those work smarter, not harder things. If you make this video for a particular project, unit, whatever, you can save it and use it the next year and the next year and the next year if it's something that's working for you. So this is where you now have work time that you can choose an assignment. Choose an assignment that you think would benefit from having those repeated audio instructions. And go ahead and play with Screencastify and make yourself a video. You don't even have to upload it anywhere yet. You can upload it to YouTube. You can just save it to your drive or your computer for later. Deal with it then. But then you've got that video already stashed away for, hey, here's this lesson that I teach 3 months from now. I made that video over the summer. I can just pull out. And one thing I would do to my students during NTI is I would often include bonus information in my Screencastify videos, usually at the very, very end, like, hey, if you do this part, you don't actually, or if you watch this far, you don't actually have to do this part of the assignment, it's extra credit. And so I'd sneak in bonus information to kind of encourage them to watch the videos, because then there was a little sneaky bonus in there. But I'm going to turn off my audio now. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to turn off my audio here in a second, but I'm still going to be on here until 2:30. So if you have any questions, if you need help, if you're sitting around playing with this and get stuck, go ahead and post those in the chat or turn off your mic and ask. I would be happy to help you and answer. I'm going to be sitting here till 2:30 for you all to play and work and try and figure this out while you've got time before school starts and we get inundated with 29,000 other things.